Hello again. This is Rimon with CERB FAQ, which is frequently asked questions. So in the past, I have covered a number of questions. In this video, I will cover 3 more questions. So let's straightway deep dive. Number 1, can I have other income while receiving the Canada Emergency Response Benefit? Fair question. Can I earn from somewhere else? Government said you must have stopped working as a result of COVID-19 and be without employment income for at least 14 consecutive days within the initial 4-week period that I have explained in my last video. This includes income from paid leave, self-employment income, or collection of any employment insurance benefit, which means reality is you cannot have both, right? You cannot have both sides. And you have to understand, we all have to be generous about the Canadians, the need of the Canadians. So everybody needs money, and government definitely ওটা করবে না যে আমি যদি এই একটা সোর্স থেকে টাকা পাই অন্য সোর্স থেকেও টাকা পেলে তো ডাবল ডিপিং হয়ে যাবে. So the plain and simple answer is no. This will all be combined into one, coordinated together. Now, for the subsequent periods, which means after the initial 4 weeks, within which 14 days, consecutive days, you must be without employment income, government is telling for subsequent periods, you must expect to have no income, employment income. Again, you cannot be at work, or if you receive some other income, then it doesn't count. You can also apply, this is important, for CERB benefit if you are eligible for EI regular or sickness benefit. It's self-explanatory. That means you can apply for both, but they will be coordinated into one. Provided for some other provinces, for example, Quebec, provided it is allowed in your province or territory, Quebec I gave an example, you may also receive provincial or territorial support payments at the same time you receive CERB. So those things are not mutually exclusive, which means you may receive the CERB at the same time if your province has offered something, and many provinces did. Ontario did some child tax benefit and things like that. I will cover that later. British Columbia did, Alberta did, if I'm not wrong. So the point is, if province has offered something, that goes side by side. Next question. Can you receive the Canada Emergency Response Benefit, CERB, if you are not a citizen or a permanent resident? Very important for quite some. To be eligible, it is said, to be eligible for the Canada Emergency Response Benefit, you must reside in Canada, have a valid social insurance number. You must have a social insurance number. You must reside in Canada. এখানে কিন্তু বলে নাই that you must be a citizen or a permanent resident. Now, next, workers who are not Canadian citizens or permanent residents, including temporary foreign workers and international students, you may be eligible to receive benefit if they meet the other eligibility requirements. That's a very good news. Workers who are not Canadian, আমি আবারও বলছি, যারা citizen না অথবা permanent resident না, including foreign temporary workers and international students, that's very good, may be eligible to receive the benefit. So you will qualify for the benefit provided you meet other requirements that I have talked in other videos, right? And the last question in this segment would be, does the minimum income of $5,000 have to be earned in Canada? No. Your $5,000 could have been earned in Bangladesh. It could have been earned in America, somewhere else in the world, right? So it doesn't have to be earned in Canada. The income does not have, but you need to reside in Canada, right? Okay, so that's pretty much for this segment. Stay tuned for the next segment. Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye. Thank you so much, everybody, those who are watching. Be with me. Thank you so much. Walk with me.